Why do you need an IDC rate? After your company is awarded an NIH SBIR grant, the law requires you to annually negotiate an IDC rate. An IDC rate is the percentage of funds of a grant which are used for non-project specific expenses. These indirect funds pay for all the items and services needed to run the company, such as rent, office supplies, administrative labor, phone service, and many more. Where do you begin? You must first submit a proposal to the Indirect Cost Branch of the NIH. Let's start by visiting their website, where you will find the documents and forms you need for your proposal. There are many items on this website, one of which is called the IDC Submission Checklist. The checklist has 23 items, most of which we will learn about in Module 3, but one of the most important and time-consuming items in the checklist is the record of expenses for your company, so that's where we'll start. Also on that website is a sample Excel workbook, which you can download to get you started with recording the expenses. First, save a copy of the workbook and rename it to your specifications. Include the year as part of the name, as you will be doing this each year, and it will help you to keep the workbooks organized. Now, it is no longer a sample workbook, but it is ready to fill out with your company's proposal. There are 3 spreadsheets in the workbook named Worksheet, Fringe, and Indirect. You will primarily be filling in the one named Worksheet with the expenditures from your accounting system. The expenditures will go in column B. Every dollar your company spends will eventually end up in column B. This would also be a good time to change the sample company name to your company's actual name. Before we begin to enter your company's expenditures, let's get rid of the sample numbers. Highlight column B, including all rows up to but not including trial balance total. On the upper right of the toolbar, choose the pull-down menu for the eraser. Then hit Clear Contents, which will delete only the numbers, not the formatting. Here is a list of accounts which will simulate your company's accounts. Notice that your accounting system uses different account names than the sample does. We will change these labels in column A to match your company's account names. For example, your accounting system reports the account called Wages having an expenditure of $300,000. So you can change their label in column A from Labor to your account name Wages, then enter your $300,000 amount in column B. You've just entered your first expenditure. Don't worry about the other columns yet. We'll cover that in Module 2. Continue to add items from your accounting system, changing the account names in column A as needed. For example, your company has the account paid time off, or PTO, instead of vacation and sick leave. The expenditure has been put in cell B13 and the new account name in A13. For the time being, just leave the sick leave line empty. Continue adding your expenditures, changing the account names in column A as needed to match your account names. Notice that the formula in cell B47, which is hidden, updates the trial balance total when you add each of your expenditures. Now let's get rid of all the accounts we don't have expenditures for. In Excel, the easiest way to do this is highlight the row or rows you wish to remove. Then click on Delete in the upper right of the toolbar. Highlight several rows at the same time by simply clicking on the number of the first row to the left of column A, then dragging to the number of the last row. Delete by clicking on the Delete button on the upper right. Notice that the formula in cell B27 has updated the trial balance total when you add each of your expenditures. Also notice several cells have hashtag REF exclamation point, which indicates the formula in that cell refers to an invalid cell reference. We'll correct this later. Now let's clear out the contents of columns C through G, rows 12 through 25. Leave the proof column, or column H, for now. Highlight these columns and rows, then click on Clear, or the red eraser icon on the upper right. Remember, only clear the contents of these cells, not the formatting or formulas. Now your spreadsheet should look like this. Notice that the proof column has dashes because there are no values yet for this column. Now let's practice what you've just learned. Click on Escape to exit this video, then click on Practice for Module 1.